inception. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like a Saturn. This feel like splitting an atom. You got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and let y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the sides of me. I don't really get tough, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and shut, don't make ways for a prodigy.
Catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and checking. We bout to march, so if you not getting stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting the precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set because our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats. I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas. I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time. It's showtime. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking. We bringing back Motown. No staring this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the sides of me. I don't really get tough, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and shut, don't make ways for a prodigy. Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the sides of me. I don't really get tough, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and shut, don't make ways for a prodigy.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Ready? Now
a first carry here for Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Honeycutt. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And Freiermuth, the intended target. And that'll make a 3rd down. Look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run initially.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Honeycutt. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
And he he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
18 Cardinal. Dragon 16.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Pass the street. 19 Tiger.
In motion left goes Sutton. On the draw, Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Honeycutt. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Getting into the act on the opening drive and really saying, remember,
and they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and said, how do we beat this?
Under pressure, they got him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the post.
Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Ready, ready. Ring it. Go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Dances by him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's...
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Jack Panther.
Robinson with another carry. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw on 3rd down. Honeycutt. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Ready.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Warriors 70.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Ready. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll take this to the 46. The Buccaneers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And they can't bring him down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go. Now the ball comes loose, and the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
And they get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Honeycutt, flush to his right. And a dump off here to Robinson. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Honeycutt. Forced out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on a punt for the 1st time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Okay, ready?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 3rd down and 6. They'll look to throw here. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? It's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. You can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach is talking to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Hot 70. Press all 80.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Honeycutt. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. They had to be pretty quick with his stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Now, I'm thinking about the mental focus. The mental focus.
Yeah, that's
got to stay with it.
That's true. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They find some open field here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
96 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Come 19! Come 19!
Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He's trying to get that to Brevin Jordan.
But now it's 3rd and goal.
Go!
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Got it. Ready?
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed, no good, way wide to the right. And this is going to remain a 1-point game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And this will be a Falcons first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them are about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Second and 13. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get it.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. He's to the 15.
Well, he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles as we just saw on that pickup.
Let's go, let's go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
They're going to look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Hurt! Buffalo 18!
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Check, Bobcat! 18 Rattler!
Again, it's Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ready.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Robinson up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here we go.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
Ready.
Robinson on a give right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Honeycutt. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Looking to throw. Honeycutt. incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been two after they opted to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. And a lot of people look at them going for it on fourth down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because it went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them, so...
On the jump. Alert! Alert! Viking 18! Go! Go! Riggs!
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Ready.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From Falcon territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready, ready. Rig alert, rig alert. On the ball, on the ball.
Run back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
79 Broncos. Ready.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Come on, come on.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Sixty Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Ready.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Check.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Warriors 70.
Looking to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Check smash. Check smash. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from the line time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. This is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Honeycutt. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Check smash. Check smash.
Looking to throw. Honeycutt eluding the pressure right. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Okay,
not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Get up. Ready.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Let's go.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Ready, break.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So will that mean 3 weeks in the books and they creep above 500 now or 2 or more?
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game. He came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you watch that spot. You know, special because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
That second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shut.